Wow, class of 2023. Hello. The day finally came. And now you can, with confidence, say, I am a graduate of a global frontier institution. That's amazing. And for the families that have supported the graduates today, hello. Wow, I'm sure you're relieved. Congratulations. It is my great pleasure to join you at your graduation today. You're very fortunate in some sense, and I am very privileged in some sense, because last year I couldn't be here physically to congratulate the graduates of 2022. But here I am, able to see all of you, excited. The energy in the room is quite contagious. And I can imagine that it is because you realize what a milestone you have accomplished. What you have accomplished is laudable. You have stayed in Nigeria and been able to access the most brilliant sets of faculty, because faculty makes a university in the same way that teachers make a school. You've accessed the best of faculty from all over the world, and you've been able to take courses that would ordinarily not be available to you in universities that are not as endowed as the kind of institution you have graduated from. What this means, essentially, is that you have joined a very limited range of people in the world today that are clearly ready for the rest of the 21st century, where knowledge is designed to prepare the world for the disruptive era of technology. What that therefore means for us as a country is that you form a nucleus of the people who would challenge the traditional systems of thinking that has kept us below and behind the curve for development. Dear graduates of this school, one thing that I can tell you is that by the year 2050, Africa will have 1 out of every 3 members of the workforce of the world. 1 out of every 3. That is statistically significant. Now, it is possible for us to have that, but to have that at low productivity level. And if we have 1/3 of the workforce of the world operating at low productivity because they haven't been given the right skills, then we have not done well. Which is why your opportunity to be at the pioneering segment of what we must do as a continent is a special privilege that you have earned for yourselves. So I would ask you to actually clap for yourselves, because you have started the continent off on the path that it must go. Why is that the case? It is the case because Africa missed out on the agrarian revolution. Africa missed out on the industrial revolution. Africa, in fact, missed out on the early stages of the knowledge revolution. But Africa has not missed out on the ICT revolution. So what you connected into through your education in Nexford is the first real economic revolution that Africa is not just participating as a user of it, but also becoming part of the creation of the ideas that shape it. That is tremendous. And for that, I congratulate you again. But you know what? The Nexford certificate will not do for you what you must do as a human being. And one thing you must do as a human being is remember that even in the era of AI, and people do worry about AI, but the truth is that they should not be worried about AI. A lot of analytical work that has been done shows that even with AI, we would be net gainers of work, not losers of work. What we need are human beings who will use AI from a human beingness. Did you hear that word? Human beingness. Human beingness, for me, is the definition of that individual who would not compromise on character, who would know that values are the absolute deal breaker in the world of business, in the world of leadership. So I am saying to you that the most significant thing you should take away from Nexford is not these global level skills that you have acquired. It is actually the core values of who you are. Your human beingness will make all the difference, even in the era of disruptive technology. Because no device, no algorithm, no form of disruptive technology can take the place of the values that the boardrooms need. People that the boardrooms will reward in the world that we're in, when technology can do everything, almost everything, are the people who are human beings. It better be that we're graduating human beings today, that you are not leaving Nexford with character traits that would be a negation of all the education you have acquired while here. So I congratulate you again, and I tell you that if any set of people would be the leaders to double Africa's GDP, Africa's collective GDP is still about 2.5 trillion. Why should it be in a continent of 1.3 billion? And you know what? From economic analysis, it is clear that ideas converted into services and products are the basis of productivity of nations. So here you are. You have the ideas that will come from you because of the kind of exposition you've had to knowledge. You can produce ideas, you can produce services, you can produce products. Ladies and gentlemen, Africa awaits you. You have to be the ones that ignite an Africa where our economic prosperity is not creating inequality at the level that we currently see, but an Africa where we have inclusive opportunity for prosperity. So you go ahead, prosper, but don't forget to be a human being. And my father says that the human being is the one who knows that character, integrity is not complete until it is consistent. Every time we hear of you, it must be that you are consistently taking integrity above the road that may seem easy but will lead to perdition. But I know that you will vote for consistency of character and values, because after all, you are a Nexford graduate.